Hello, Aries, and welcome to Bunny Cat's Oracle. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. It's great to have you here. I'm Marianne, and I will be doing your February 2021 General Tarot reading today. As usual, if you would like to skip ahead to the beginning of the reading and not bother with all the shuffling, the timestamp for that will be down below. If not, you're welcome to stay. Before I begin, I like to say a prayer for everyone who is joining me today. So for everyone who clicked on this video, I pray that you are healthy, that you're happy, that you and your loved ones are safe and protected from harm, and that you're making all your best dreams come true. Let's get started with your reading. So, what is going on for my Rams in February 2021, please? What do they need to hear? By the way, cross-watchers are always welcome. If you're interested in an Aries or just want to know what's going on with the Aries collective, you're welcome here too. Maybe something here for you. So what messages do we have for my Rams for February 2021, please, for Aries? What do they need to hear? Please bring me clear and concise messages for my Ram collective. I'll get a couple more shuffles. Aries, please. All right. Let's get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is my rainbow spread, as usual. And I am using the Aleister Crowley Thoth deck today. These cards shuffle so nicely. Such pretty pictures. So, in the present, I have the 5 of discs, I have the Ace of Wands, and I have the Princess of Swords. So, some of you are feeling very, very passionate about something or someone. You may even be spying on them, feeling very, very inquisitive, this Princess of Swords here, and also feeling a little left out or a little concerned about money. Let's clarify that 5 of Pentacles. See what that's all about. My playing cards here. I've got the 4 of Hearts and I've got the 7 of Wands. So some of you are, I think, missing someone, somebody that feels like a true love or someone you've got a lot of passion for and feeling like you want to stick up for yourself. Like you maybe don't want to lose this person. And maybe somebody that's not in your life, hence the Princess of Swords there. You may be watching somebody online and feeling like, you know what, I can't let this slip away. Ace of Wands is clarified by the Jack of Diamonds and the 5 of Clubs. So you may be passionate about a new business endeavor here, something that you're doing, something maybe entrepreneurial with the Jack of Diamonds, or this can also be about good news, this card. So you could be getting offered a position of some sorts, something that would make you feel very, very excited. But I get the sense this is coming from you. Something that you're doing maybe related to money. You may be in a very competitive field. And that could make sense for the worry thing as well. But that you feel like, you know, you belong there. Like this is your thing. Even if there is a lot of competition, you're like totally ready to just jump in, you know, and fight them and fight for your right to be there, you know. Lots of passion coming through here. Let's just clarify this Princess of Swords up here. We have the 3 of Hearts and we've got the unicorns. It's kind of a wild card. So yeah, some readers interpret the 3 of Hearts as being like a 3-way situation. It's not necessarily the case. The 3 of Hearts can be a party card. So it could be a situation that makes you really happy. Could be some friends involved. But Princess of Swords is often a spy card. It's also the Page of Swords, like in the Rider-Waite system. So a couple of different options. Again, you may be like spying on someone or sort of watching their social media, somebody that feels very special to you, someone who feels like a unicorn that you've got a lot of passion for. And maybe they're not in your life right now because they're with another person, right? So there's that possibility. Another possibility is this could just be your energy in terms of your inquisitiveness, your great ideas. You may be studying something really intently and wanting to kind of just jump right in and show the world what you're made of. It's a very intellectual energy, but when you combine that with the passion of the Ace of Wands, you get a very passionate, very intelligent person. And it could be that something that you're doing, it's a little different with the unicorn, something very different than maybe what other people would do or think is a good idea, but something that makes you really, really happy because it feels like a party. It feels like when you do this thing, it's like, yeah, my life is a party, right? But there's definitely some worrisome energy coming through or somebody feeling a little bit left out. I don't think you need to worry. I think you just need to keep fighting for your right to be there. Let's look at your recent past. I have the Six of Wands. Okay, there's some sort of win here. This is a victory card. We have the Art card, which is also known as the Temperance card. And we have the Prince of Wands. This is could be your sign. This generally represents a fire sign, a fire sign. And so there's a very charismatic energy in your recent past. There's a feeling of winning and also of healing, something you may have healed recently. Some of you may have taken a long, hard look at your habits, what you're eating, what you're drinking, how much you're sleeping. And you may have started a new routine, or, you may be on like a health journey. But there's a really, really lovely, lovely energy coming through, some sort of win. Clarifying the Temperance, I've got the Queen of Diamonds and I've got the Two of Hearts. So you may have healed a love relationship with a female. It could be a wealthy female. It could be a female who's an earth sign, not necessarily. But she's got a very motherly vibe about her with the Queen of Diamonds. So that could have happened in your recent past. It would have felt like a real win, like somebody you really, really care about. You really don't want to lose. What else? Four of Spades and the Six of Hearts. So I feel this win has to do with something that you did when you were younger, something that made you feel really nostalgic. It could have been like a childhood hobby that became like an adult pursuit of sorts. And it's something that maybe you lost touch with for a bit and you've reconnected with. So that's really nice. Temperance can also be about reconnecting with the past as well. So there's a past person here, there's a past hobby, but it feels very victorious and you were looking very charismatic and confident. Let's look at what's motivating you this month. I have the High Priestess and I have the Three of Cups, which again, you have that here as well. So I feel like connection with your friends, just overall joy. Like this, again, this is a party card. It can be a three-way situation that could mean something to some of you, not necessarily though. There's just a desire to just be happy. I feel like you just want to do things that make you happy. You want to be around people that make you happy. You don't want to deal with the drama and all the sad news. And you're just wanting to be happy. I'm also getting the sense too, with the High Priestess here, you may be very intuitive at this time. You may be listening to your gut or your hunches, more often than you normally would. And also some of you may be dealing with a Pisces. So you may have a Pisces on your mind, or you may love a Pisces. This is a Pisces card, so that might apply to some of you. Okay, let's look at your near future now. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. Nice. And the Sun. Oh my God. Okay, well, this is awesome. This is an awesome reading. I love seeing the Sun in the future position. Wow. And the Lovers. Okay. So there is a really very, very happy reunion coming up. It looks like there may be some lovers coming back from the past. Now, I generally look at these together, but I also know that they're not necessarily related. So if I look at just the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers, then I think, yeah, you've got a lover that maybe you met before that's coming back around, and there seems to be an incredibly happy reunion. So that could be the case for you. And that would make sense if that's why you have the Five of Pentacles in the center, like you're feeling like you're missing somebody or feeling left out or rejected because you want to unite with this person. So that could be for some of you. Another prospect, though, is that the Sun applies more to some work that you're doing, something that you've started recently. Again, I was talking about, reconnecting with the past, something that you've started doing. You could be really, really successful with that. You could be getting more success. It's like you're working hard. I definitely get the sense you're working hard. You're putting kind of your all into something here. And the Sun would say, it's going to pay off like big time. It's a card of success, but it's also a card of joy and happiness. And the cool thing about the Sun is that it is the most powerful card in the deck. I'm going to bring it up again because I just freaking love this card. And there are two people here, so that might be significant to you somehow. Two people celebrating. They're like two little angel babies. I know it's a bit out of focus, but the sun can outshine any negative influences in your reading, right? I mean, of which there are few anyways. It's not very many negative cards here. Anywhere that it appears, right? Because the sun is the most important element in our galaxy, so to speak. We all revolve around the sun. All of the planets revolve around the sun. So there's nothing more powerful than the sun. If the sun stops shining, we're all screwed, right? So its influence is huge, right? I can't stress that enough. So this is like incredibly positive. Some of you may have a choice to make as well. The lovers can be about choices if it isn't about a person, clarified by the 10 of clubs and the 3 of clubs. Yeah, it feels like there could be a choice in terms of work. There could be a lot of opportunities available to you. And there could be opportunities at a distance as well, which is tricky with the pandemic. But you could be doing something online, or you could be traveling very carefully. Overseas opportunities is one of the meaning of the 3 of clubs. The 10 of clubs in cartomancy, it can represent a windfall of money. So some of you could be coming into an inheritance, like a large sum of money or a contract that pays like really well. The other meaning is that it can feel burdensome. It can just feel really heavy, like there's a lot to do. And maybe the decision making is, it feels a little bit overwhelming at times because there's a lot of things to choose from, a lot of people wanting your attention. The priestess rules over decisions as well, being the number 2. So there may be some big decision to make there. And let's see. Yeah, I really do think this Wheel of Fortune is talking about a person coming back. Another meaning of the Wheel of Fortune, though, upright, it's good luck. It's good luck. Good luck and joy and happiness, the sun. Like, this is a really, really great combination. I can't stress that enough. But I like to be thorough and get all of the potential meanings that are possible because I like details. So we have the Jack of Spades and the 4 of Diamonds. And I feel like, somebody's hanging on to you, or you're hanging on to somebody. Like there's a feeling of somebody not wanting to let someone go. And it might be both of you, that are hanging on to each other. We are in Mercury retrograde. And again, I'm not an astrologer, but we will be in Mercury retrograde most of this month until the 20th. And even the week after, like when it goes direct, we tend to still kind of feel the effects. And one of the things that happens in Mercury retrograde is we tend to hear from people from the past, right? It sort of connects us to the past and to people we've fallen out of touch with, and for better or worse, right? Because some people you might not want to hear from. But the Jack of Spades is a spy card, right? It's somebody watching somebody else. You might not be watching them with binoculars, but maybe you're looking at their social media. Maybe you're Googling their name to see if you can get more photos of them, or vice versa. It may be going both ways. But the 4 of Diamonds tells me somebody you're not ready to let go of, or they're not ready to let go of you, or both, right? But I feel you will reunite with them at some point. This person makes you really incredibly happy. Let's look at something hidden to you. I have the 7 of discs. I've got the 4 of discs, and I have the Ace of Cups. Wow. So somebody has a big overflowing cup of love for you. There is a ton of emotion here, but they're not showing it. So it may be, this is just a hunch, but that you have a more like sexual connection with somebody, or like a superficial connection. Like maybe you guys have never really opened up to each other, but they're hanging on tightly for you. There's a lot of feeling there. There's also a feeling of, here's that 4 of discs again, right? Which is like equivalent to the 4 of Diamonds, a feeling of holding on really tightly. And I get the sense, because this is the line of like what's hidden from you, that they're holding on very tightly to you. There's a challenge here, though, for whatever reason. I don't think they're showing you. They don't want to show you how they feel. They don't want to open up. They kind of aren't sure if it's going to be worth it or not. But there's definitely a lot of love here. We have a King of Hearts, and we have a 2 of Clubs. So this could also be about a work challenge. If it's not about your romantic life. And a King of Hearts could Could be a water sign. It doesn't have to be, but it tends to be a very mature gentleman, someone with a lot of depth about him, and somebody who's very calm. The meaning of the King of Cups in tarot is mastery of emotions. So it's someone who isn't really fazed by any kind of drama and isn't, rattled easily, that kind of thing. It's someone you could have a really good conversation with. And so there may be a work challenge involving this person at some point in the future. And that would require you to step outside of your comfort zone. If this is in a romantic sense, because I do get the sense somebody is loving on you here, it could be that they are involved with a very caring man and they don't want to step outside their comfort zone and let you know how they feel about you. Like, that's a possibility, not for everybody. But they are hanging on really tightly. I have the Joker and the 8 of Spades clarifying the 4 of Discs here. There's a feeling of nervousness around money, about money. And the Joker is a wild card. There's a feeling of like, this could go in any direction right now. And I don't even know if I want to act on it. I think you should, though. I think you should. 7 of Hearts clarifying that. The 7 of Hearts is a wish card in cartomancy. It means that your dream can be a reality. The 8 of Spades is about your own nervousness. It doesn't say that there is danger around you. It says that like you're making things out to be worse than they are. The only thing to fear is fear itself. So, and again, the 2 of Clubs is right above. And that talks about moving outside your comfort zone with regard to some sort of challenge, very possibly a work challenge. I think that anything can happen here. Absolutely. But I think it could definitely go in your favor. This is right next to the Sun card. So the Sun is, again, a very, very positive omen. I cannot stress that enough. So I think if there's something that makes you a little nervous, but not in a like, you're losing sleep every night kind of way, or that you've got a terrible feeling in the pit of your stomach, but more like nervous, like because you care, like I'm nervous about this thing because I care about it a lot. I don't want to mess up because it's something I really want, right? Don't let your nerves get the best of you. Be willing to take a deep breath and step outside your comfort zone. I said this to somebody else, maybe the Aquarius reading, but it was, if you need to psych yourself up to move forward on something that feels a little scary for you, like tell yourself a bunch of cheesy affirmations, tell yourself you're a winner, that you can do it. Whatever it is that you need to do in order to take those few first steps, like do it, because it could be really great. And if not, then, whatever, like dust yourself off and try again, right? We all have to experience failures in life, but I don't see failure. I see success and happiness and winning and just a little bit of nerves. Let me clarify this Ace of Cups too. 8 of Hearts, 10 of Diamonds, 9 of Clubs. Actually, this 10 of Diamonds kind of flew over here, so I'm going to leave it there on top of the Sun card. 10 of Diamonds is about wealth, infinite wealth, family legacies. This is really, really positive. Something that's going to make you really happy may also make you a ton of money. Some of you could be getting an inheritance as well, because we had that 10 of Clubs there as well. 9 of Clubs and 8 of Hearts on top of the Ace of Cups. I feel like somebody that you haven't spoken to in a long time, someone may have left you, or you left them, or you've separated for whatever reason, or somebody that's at a distance. It might not be that they live in a different city, or that might be the case that there's like a long distance relationship, someone you haven't heard from, really loving you, or it could just be that they live like on the other side of town, or they're in a different relationship. There's a lot of distance there, but there's a feeling of not giving up. And I got the same sense because of the 4 of Diamonds. The 9 of Clubs is like the wounded warrior. Like they've come a long way. They're really exhausted, but they're not giving up. This person is not giving up on you. I don't know who that is, but they're not giving up on you. Oh, that's kind of sweet. Okay, let's get some advice. I have the Chariot here. Nice, nice. 4 of Wands, also nice. This is like a really nice reading, I gotta say. And the Fool. So this is awesome. There's a lot of major arcana going on in your reading today, Aries. And a lot of cards here talking about success and abundance. There's a need to kind of wipe the slate clean with the Fool. So some of you may be wanting to extricate yourself from a situation that's not doing you any good. Not necessarily, but if that is the case, the Fool card would be like, yeah, go for it. Like, start over. The other thing is like, whatever it is you're doing now, or whatever it is you're pursuing, whether that's work related or romance related, health related, like just start as if you're a beginner. Like forget everything that's happened in the past. Give yourself the beauty of the clean slate energy, right? Don't let anything that happened in the past affect you, because it's a whole new cycle now. And we have the Wheel of Fortune, and then we have the Four of Wands, which also shows up kind of like a wheel, right? So I really get the sense of just like the wheel turning, like you're in a new phase now. So just forget everything that happened before. If it's with regards to a relationship, just start fresh. Start fresh. It may even be somebody that you know from before, but just act like you're just meeting them again for the first time and treat them that way. Like don't let past baggage weigh you down or complicate things, okay? With regards to your work, go for it. Have a beginner's mindset. Be coachable. Be willing to learn. Be humble. Focus on your work here. You are moving forward at a tremendous speed with the Chariot here, and the Four of Wands is, in this deck, it is called completion. Generally, it is a card of increase and a solid foundation, somebody putting down roots, so to speak. So it can be about a marriage. It can be about a promotion or a winning, or somebody that's, started their own business, but they're actually getting a lot of traction and it's really taking off. So it's being seen in a really positive light in your community. So there's super winning energy coming through here. I sound so cheesy, but I can't stress enough how positive this is. So focus on those wins, focus on your work, move forward confidently, and don't let any baggage from the past drag you down. Okay. I feel like you just want to be happy right now, and you will be happy. So don't let yourself get overwhelmed. If you need to make lists, to get a sense of your priorities or break things down into small chunks, that might help. Again, if you need to tell yourself some affirmations to psych yourself up, do so. I think that will be really beneficial to you this month. But absolutely great reading. Like so many great cards here. Really lovely, shining energy coming through here. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm going to get some animal spirit cards, I think, to close out your reading for today. And okay, what do we have for my Rams? Animal spirit. Let's just fan them out like this. Okay. And I grabbed the bat and the sea serpent. Wow. Okay. This is cool. The bat is making me think of faith and intuition. And actually, it's like a shout out to this High Priestess card here because of the moon. We see the moon up here. So bats are blind, but they know exactly where they need to be, right? They have this like sonar thing that guides them. It's actually so cool. And I love Batman. So there's a feeling of like blind faith coming through. Like maybe you are taking a chance on something that's just totally different and you just don't know where it's going to lead you or if it's going to work out. But just have faith. Listen to your gut because it will not lead you astray. And the message of the sea serpent is of protection. This is one of the spirit cards in the deck. It's got this shiny little circle at the top. And it's like this sort of motherly, protective type of energy. So you might actually have someone watching over you on the other side, not to get so woo-woo. Well, I guess that is kind of what I do here. I'm woo-woo, so whatever, get over it. And like a female, like I get the sense of like a grandmother or an aunt or a distant ancestor, maybe not even somebody that you ever met, right? But there's a feeling of being blessed and being protected, of somebody watching over you. You could even, it could be your mother, it could be somebody that's still alive, but there's a very protective energy coming through here. The message is like, don't be afraid to fall. There's somebody that is all too willing to scoop you up and help you back on your feet. If you do fall, it's not the end of the world. So believe in yourself. Go after your dreams, Aries. It's looking really good. I hope you guys have a fantastic month. If I don't see you again before March. And I hope only good things for you. It looks really good. Looks really good to me. So I want to thank you again for joining me here. It's been a pleasure doing your reading, and I hope to see you again really soon. Until then, take very good care. Bye.